Hello everyone, I'm Santosh Kumar, and today I'm here to introduce our current affairs program at LevelUp IAS for CSE Mains and CSE Preliminary Examination 2025. Before we go into what this program will be, what will be the features of the program, let me first briefly speak about why would someone need a current affairs program? Why would an aspirant who's already a graduate who can read newspapers and magazines uh, herself would want to take something like this? I'll give you some of the core reasons what purpose this program serves. One is that there are too many things to do. For example, if you're reading the Hindu newspaper, uh, you would also want to go through the the explained portion of Indian Express. Then a teacher may suggest you, beta, you should also be going through down to earth for environment and science and technology topic, especially environment topic. Your IR teacher may suggest you, beta, ORF should be something which will be useful for mains examination. Then budget, economic survey of India, and various reports which keeps on coming. Now, for a student who is preparing, he has GS classes, he has optional classes. It really becomes difficult to do all these things, and we end up relying on just one magazine or one monthly magazine, which sometimes is not sufficient. So, what we want to do through this program, through this initiative, is that there should be one source, the classes that we'll cover and the handouts that we'll get, which should take care of all these needs, all these requirements. Uh, Yojana or Kurukshetra should also be done in these classes only. You will see Yojana, the latest Yojana is on Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Kurukshetra is on health and nutrition. So some topics from there would also be useful for us, would also be relevant for us. And one problem that we are trying to solve is a student should not be needing to go through all these things. It should be done in classes as part of current affairs program. Another problem that students face that we are trying to resolve in this program is the issue of revision. Just think of this. If you have been reading newspapers, you have read newspapers in June, July, August, you perhaps also made notes out of it, or you have gone through the monthly magazines. How many times have you actually revised it? Without systematic weekly, monthly, 3 monthly revision, you'll forget. By the time you go to February, March, you'll forget what you had read in June, July, and it would be as good as reading something anew. In this program, we have designed a program in such a manner that you will be having a regular revision, because your test would be such that you'll have weekly test, you'll have monthly test, which will include the syllabus of all 4 weeks. You'll have 3 monthly tests, which will include syllabus of all 3 months. So in this way, you will have regular revision session, which will help you ensure that when you are in January and you have done classes in October, November, December, you have also revised those classes at least 3-4 times. Okay, so this is the second thing why this program could be useful. It has 2 tests every Sunday till January, ensuring that you're revising. It has objective test as well as subjective test, which helps you revise things in a systematic manner. Third reason why you should be considering these classes is its synchronization with static syllabus. So what we do is we cover all the exam centric portion of current affairs in classes, but in the test that we take, we also give a syllabus from static portion, so that students have a plan for what they should be studying for the static portion, for history, geography, polity, economy, basics, so that in Sunday's test, they'll not only be revising current affairs, but they'll also be revising these things, so that their preparation is complete. It's not just centered on current affairs. And last thing, our program is known for huge overlap. In fact, right after making this video, I'm going to make a video on how many questions in this year's mains examination came from our current affairs program, how many questions on this year's preliminary examination came from current affairs program. I'll be starting with GS3. GS3 mein this year 17 to 18 questions were from current affairs program. Topics like objectives of Sendai framework. Most of the students had not studied it. Ask our students. They had 7 objectives very clearly mentioned in their notes. We have done it in the classes. Similarly, Udan scheme, the question for which was asked in the mains examination, most current affairs material had not analyzed Udan scheme. Ours had. So other than covering the main topics, we had also ensured that these areas which got ignored in most of the current affairs, we are taking care of it. So I'll be right after making this introductory video for current affairs program, I'll be making a video on how many questions from current affairs program came in the mains examination. So first I'll be making it for GS3, then if I get time for GS2, and then for preliminary examination, which came in this year mains examination from our current affairs course. And this is not only for this year. Consistently over the last many years, we have had a big overlap between what we are teaching and what is being asked in the examination, because we ensure that our teaching is very exam centric. We deeply analyze each and everything in the syllabus. We go through PYQs properly before preparing notes, before teaching you anything, so that anything that we teach should be very, very relevant. Okay, these are some of the reasons why a student should be considering to cover or to attend these current affairs classes. Let me take you through the key features of the programs. This program is going to run in 3 different phases. The first phase will be of 3 months. It's starting on 12th of October and will go on till around first week of January. In these 3 months, our primary focus will be on the mains examination, though we will be covering some prelims facts which would be in news, but primary focus will be on the mains examination. We'll take 2 classes every week, every Saturday, Sunday, 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. or 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. depending on how much are we covering in that particular day. Here we'll have comprehensive coverage of all the current affairs topic of GS1, 2, 3, and also prelims facts. These are the sources. As I told you, one USP that I want to provide is that if a student is studying with us, what she should be doing is she should be reading one newspaper. I do not say that students should not be reading newspaper. She should be reading a newspaper for 40 to 45 minutes every day, but for everything else, all other sources, and even for notes out of this newspaper, we will be taking care of. We will be taking care of those in the classes. So all the relevant sources would be covered here, and every week in the first phase, you'll have 2 tests. One objective test, one subjective test, ensuring that you are not ignoring any aspect of the examination. This phase will go until January. Then starts the second phase. From January till April, we will have very comprehensive preparation for preliminary examination. Here we'll start taking 3 classes every week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, rather than only on Saturday, Sunday. In this phase, for some subjects, we will not only cover current affairs, but we'll also ensure that all its static portion would be done. For example, for science and technology, environment, international bodies, and mapping, you will not need to refer to any other source. Why do we do that? Because for subjects like science and technology, environment, there is no standard book. The way people for polity read Lakshmikant, the way people for history may read Bipin Chandra, or modern history may read Bipin Chandra, or sometimes people go for spectrum too. Those kind of things are not available for science or for environment or for international bodies, mapping, etc. And that is why we try to ensure that everything that is needed for your preparation for preliminary examination from this portion gets done in classes only, so that you do not have to refer to multiple sources. Then for other things like polity, economy, history, geography, we'll only be covering current affairs portion. Static portion, basics, those things are done in the foundation classes. Here we'll not be dealing with. But for economy, we'll also ensure that budget, economic survey of India, etc. also gets covered. Here, we will have a lot of emphasis on MCQs, solving MCQs. We'll be solving all relevant PYQs in classes. We'll have test every week. Objective test every week, every Sunday, for your revision. And then at the end of the course, we also run something known as revise through 500 questions. Every topic, science, environment, economy, history, geography, polity, for every topic, we will be solving 500 questions, helping you revise the entire syllabus with the help of these 500 questions. So total 500 into 6 subjects, around 3000 questions will be solving live with you, ensuring you have the best possible preparation. Then would come third phase. Third phase would be running for 2 months. June and July. This next year you have your examination in August. So we would I think it's starting on 22nd August. So we would not want to take classes in August. We'll try to ensure that in June and July your syllabus gets covered. Now in this phase, there are two separate things that we are doing. For students who are very confident with their preparation, because I'm very well prepared, I just need current affairs updates, we will have special session only on current affairs update topic. But for those people who are not well versed with each and everything in the syllabus so far, we will also take full coverage of GS2 and GS3. GS2 and GS3 are very current affairs centric. We'll try to ensure that everything that is needed for your GS2 and GS3 mains preparation are done in these classes. But for these students, number of classes would be a bit more. For students who are already very well prepared in this phase, October, November, December, May, who have studied a lot of GS2 and GS3 and they are done with every point in the syllabus, they have already done with all the PYQs, for them, we will be doing only this current affairs update session. And in this phase, we'll be writing answers in every class. So we'll take roughly around 40 classes, 3 to 4 answers every class, so around 120 to 160 answers you'll be writing in classes. So in first phase, we have 2 tests every week. In the second phase, we have objective tests every week, plus a lot of MCQ practice in class. And in the third phase, in every class, we are going to write 4 answers, 3 to 4 answers, and we'll be discussing it live, we'll be improving it, and we'll ensure that your answer writing practice, you have done enough answer writing practice. You will see this is one of the most comprehensive current affairs program that you would be joining. Here we have some other details, like it's beginning on 12th of October 2024. That is on the coming Saturday. It will run from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Fee for offline students is 22,000 plus GST. And for online students, this is the fee. You can also, I'll ensure that in the description of this video, this link is available. You can go to the link and look at the other details of the program. And if you want to inquire about something, if you want to give us a call, here we have the phone number or the email ID where you can write and get any of your query resolved. If you want to visit us offline, this is the address. We are located on the Pusa Road between Rajendra Place and Karol Bagh Metro Station in front of Pillar 128. So come and join us and help us level up your UPSC civil services preparation. Thank you very much.